A warning tonight that children will face greater health risks due to climate change. It comes from the Ontario Public Health Association, a nonprofit health advocacy group, at a time when climate change could be a determining factor in the federal election. The group is warning children will be more susceptible to asthma, heat stroke, and Lyme disease as summers get longer, drier, and hotter in the coming years. And it is calling on parents to get more informed about climate change and act on it. The effects of climate change have been hard to ignore this summer. A heat wave smashed record highs in 5 countries across Europe. Meteorologists say July 2019 has been the hottest month on record, triggering a rapid mass melting of Greenland's ice sheet, which lost more than 12 billion tons of ice in one day, an alarming new record. An Abacus data poll last month indicated climate change is the 3rd most important issue for Canadian voters, behind the cost of living and health care. So each leader will be selling their climate change action plan. Here are a couple of points from their platforms. The Liberals promise to implement a full carbon pricing plan as well as ban single-use plastics by 2021. The Conservatives reject the Liberal carbon tax, promising to set strict emission standards for businesses instead and provide tax credits for home retrofitting. The NDP also want retrofitting for every home in the country by 2050 and would ban single-use plastics by 2022. As for the Greens, they would double the current emissions reduction target by 2030, create a new survival cabinet, and declare a climate emergency. Could climate change be one of the determining factors in the upcoming election?
Climate change could be potentially the driver of young voters to the polls in this election campaign. And as a result, the impact that it has on the outcome could be very significant. It could catapult Mr. Trudeau, like he did in the last campaign in the last few weeks, into a majority government position. So it is young people who normally have about 40 to 45% turnout. And we're talking 18 to 34-year-olds who, if they suddenly become motivated, like their more senior counterparts, could have a drastic impact on the outcome of the campaign. If Mr. Trudeau is able to fashion a ballot question around his government's ability to do something about climate change better than the other ones and rally that young group of people out, then he has a huge impact on the potential outcome of this campaign.
Do you think Scheer could?
I think Scheer campaigns on a different set of issues.
Now, of course, climate change is one of many issues that will be battled out on the campaign trail. Most polls indicate this election is just too close to call.